subscribe.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into this episode of the Fire Sprinkler Podcast. We are still at AFSA in National Harbor. I almost forgot where I was. I've said it 16 times today and I almost forgot where we were still. I'm here with Scott Stewart from ASC and we're going to talk about a new product that you guys are launching, or at least telling everybody about today.
Prepared for launch. Yep.
Prepare for launch, the Sabertooth.
Correct.
So, I mean, Tom's been going around teasing this thing for the past couple weeks. You guys have been posting videos and stuff like that, and we can finally find out what the hell the Sabertooth is.
Yes, sir.
What do we got?
So, we're super excited about this one. We've been working on this for quite a while.
Yep.
Sabertooth, in my mind, and maybe I'll give you a little bit of background on myself too.
Sure.
I lead our product management team. So I've got a team of guys like Tom. Tom's on my team, coming up with innovative ideas all the time. So we set out a while back with Sabertooth to answer the question, can we come up with a coupling that is easier to understand? Is it done or is it not done, right? Something black and white.
Yep.
And we looked at everything that was out there. We looked at our own couplings and we knew what the shortcomings were. And we said, we're going to set out and put together a coupling that is just so easy, you know right away it's done or it's not done.
Yep.
But we came up with the Sabertooth, and Sabertooth, number one, has a great visual indicator with the tooth as it comes down and kind of aligns with the surface of the other side.
Yep.
But the best thing about it is it's got a tactile feel too. So I don't even need to look at it as I'm installing it. If I have my finger kind of behind it as I'm tightening down with the impact, or if I just check it up above, I can feel it and know that it's done. I don't need to see it to know that it's done.
So what is the visual interface that we're looking at?
So there's a tooth that kind of comes into alignment with a female, so kind of a male and a female, right? And once it comes into alignment, you know it's done.
Awesome. Now, is it a side-to-side coupling installation, or is it hammer one end, hammer the other?
That's a great question. So the technical answer that I'll give you as a product manager is best practice is to go 1, 2, 3. And I'll tell you why. And by the way, we put together hundreds of competitive couplings.
And I'll say,
you can go 1, 2. And I'm here to tell you, having done both,
you're going to pinch rubbers.
You're going to pinch rubber, but it is twice as long to put together when you go 1, 2.
Really?
You would think that it's going to be shorter, but what happens is you tighten the one side down and it has to work so hard to get the second side down. It actually takes twice as long.
Really?
So 1, 2, 3, you'd be surprised. It's about 6 seconds for every size of this coupling, right?
Yep.
It's very, very fast. Plus, not having to look at it to verify, I can just feel it. It's done. Done is done.
Dark corners, behind edges, valve rooms, shit like that.
Up in a ceiling, on a lift. I don't have to climb up on the rails of the lift to try to get up.
We don't do that in fire protection. No.
Yeah.
Anyways, awesome. So how long has this thing been in development for you guys?
Oh, quite a while.
Yeah?
At least a few years.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you have no examples here yet? When does production start?
So I can't answer that one directly.
Yep.
I can tell you that there are patents that expire later this year that are going to pace when we can bring this to the market.
Awesome. Cool. So you're building inventory?
I can't say that
Can't
either.
even say that either.
Nope.
What kind of information are we getting here? So we know you're building a coupling. You know, it's quicker than most.
It's very
better
fast
than all.
to install. In my opinion, absolutely.
And the tactile feature makes it so that if you're working in a dark environment, you can 100% ensure proper installation.
Just any environment. Instead of having to look at it to see when it's done, when you can just feel it as you're tightening down, I just know that it's done.
What sizes are available?
So at launch, it's going to be available in 1.25 inch through 6 inch.
Okay.
But eventually it will be 1 inch through 12 inch.
1 inch through 12 inch. You guys are going to bring the OG coupling back, or the OG groove back in?
Yes, that's all.
It hasn't been gone, but
yeah,
it's awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chris, great to meet you.
No, this was great.
Super excited.
Yeah.
Hope everybody else is too. But
this will be cool. I like new products. I like innovative products, and this is right up my alley, man. Thanks a lot.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Cool. Perfect. I'm here with Tom Savage, and I'm here with John. John, last name, give it to me. Noel. You told me earlier, and it just immediately, I got camera shock.
I forgot who he was. What's my name, John?
Don't answer that. It's a trick. That's how he just got me.
Here, hey, this is for later, for you to have for maybe that drink that you might have later.
Pretty presumptuous thinking that I'm going to use the shit out of this.
All right.
Anyways, we're going to talk about flex sprinklers that are available from ASC. You guys have a ton of flex sprinklers available in different brackets. But before we get started in that, Tom, you need no introduction, but just remind everybody
Okay.
where you come from.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Tom Savage. I am the product manager for the fire products here at ASC. Probably the biggest product that I work with is around the Flex Drops. And the FlexHead brand is the originator of Flex Drops here. We really started in mission critical applications, which is like data centers, clean rooms. That's where we really started. But from there, we've grown from a single product to all these products here, Chris, that I'd love to just talk a little bit about them. We'll make it as easy as possible because it is a little bit complicated, but we're going to make it as easy as possible to understand.
There's a lot there. All right, John, come in, give a little introduction.
Excuse me.
Oh, I put him on the spot there.
It's been a while. Hello, John Noel. Been in the industry for 30 plus years, working for sprinkler manufacturers, distributors, just kind of been around selling everything from electricals to backflows to couplings to sprinkler heads.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you have a question that comes to Flex Drops,
Yep.
ours or anybody else's, John's the guy to talk to.
You're the guy.
I'm afraid that I do understand my competitors almost as well as I understand mine.
Oh boy, for better or worse. All right. Starting at the end, let's run through the gauntlet here. What are we looking at?
Okay, so there's so many different products, and Chris, I had a seminar yesterday here at AFSA talking about the last 6 feet.
Yep.
And one of the biggest things I believe is we don't have to make this complicated. Okay,
Right.
It really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, it really starts with what is your OLED, right? There can be a grooved OLED. You might have a 1-inch special groove. There's also 1-inch OGS standard groove OLEDs. You can have threaded. You can those combinations, but it starts with the OLEDs. And at ASC, we actually make the oldest and best welding machines to make these OLEDs on.
Right.
With our
Yeah.
NAP machines.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
No, what was it? What did it used to be? It used to be North Alabama
North
Pipe.
Alabama Pipe.
Yeah.
And it's now NAP, and they're part of the ASC brands
Family,
now,
yep.
right?
Yep.
And so, really, at ASC, it's about those original brands that are still innovating in the marketplace. And so, when we talk about innovation, we have the original fully welded.
Yep.
Okay. So this is our 200 series. This is fully welded, fully pressure tested at the factory.
Yep.
You can get that with a pre-installed head.
Yep.
Okay, so we can put anybody's sprinkler onto this.
Yep.
Anybody's. That's really about freedom of choice, Chris.
Sure.
Is you're not locked into one sprinkler. If your fitters like somebody's takeout better than somebody else, or a building owner likes a sprinkler,
Yep.
we give you that freedom of choice. So we've got the fully welded. We've also got the 3-piece. This is what we call the 300 series. So it's a
Okay.
three-piece hose. This is what kind of the industry has typically moved to.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is because people like to be able to change out the elbow or something like that. Now that's something that was important maybe 10 or 15 years ago. With a 2-inch bend radius, and you can bend this hose right at this weld end fitting, okay? Not the way it used to be.
Yep.
You really don't need an elbow.
Right.
Right? You can get into those tight interstitial spaces by just bending it there. So that's the other reason we're starting to see people move to this product, which this is really, from the 1, 2, 3 aspect, it starts with the OLED. It moves to the hose. That's number 2, is getting that hose. This is our 206S. S stands for the slide lock. So this is a coupling that is captured on the end of it. And as you remember yesterday, I was blessed enough to be the guy that has my name on the patent for the original captured coupling,
Absolutely,
which is pretty cool. But what this does is this is fully welded, so you don't have union connections, and union connections are great. But sometimes if you don't tighten those all the way, you might see you get a little bit of leak, or you over tighten them. Really want to follow those installation instructions. This you don't have to worry about.
Right. Yeah.
With the round reducer, you put that into this center hub that we have. Takes away any chance of residual stress. Okay.
Yeah. Tweaking it, torquing it, trying to get it lined
You're
up.
a fitter. You're a fitter. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so that's it. John, if you don't mind, what
Time
I'd
to go to work, John.
Yeah, what I'd like, John. So I told you he was busy. So what I'd like John to kind of talk about is maybe the third aspect of the 1, 2, 3, which is the bracket.
Sure.
Which, quite frankly, is among the most important things because you never know what ceiling you're going to be in, so you want to have the right bracket. But John, maybe discuss this FH120 bracket.
Okay, so the FH120 bracket is basically a completely new concept, nothing else out there. And basically it's a very simple install.
Sure.
So on all other brackets out there, you're required to put in screws, and what's that there is to hold it in place when it's in a vibration type situation, earthquake, whatever it may be.
Yep.
This one, we've been able to do it and pass all tests, all vibration tests, without having to put that screw in. And what that screw's doing is it's damaging the grid. If you ever have to move it or do something, that grid is now damaged.
Right.
With this one, basically all it does is it slides on,
Okay.
and it's installed.
It's easy
And it's
as
not going anywhere.
It's a snap. It's a snap, Chris.
Yeah.
And if I need to, now I'm, up there in age, so I'm not as young as some of these guys, so I
You
use
just
a
turned
wrench.
21. What are you saying?
But all you do, if you need to move it, I haven't damaged any grid, I can take it, I can move this anywhere I need to do, put it back, because I know that we always put it in the right spot, but just in the chance we do put it in the wrong spot, we can just unclamp it.
That's right in.
And I use, every fitter, everybody has either a channel locks or something. I use this wrench because it matches up with the set screw here.
Yep.
But anything you have will basically just unpop it. And again, if later in the day, if you installed a few hundred of these, you can also use it to
Sure.
attach it on as well.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the brackets, with this bracket here, it doesn't matter whose else bracket you have or comparing it to, even some of our other brackets, this one I can install this bracket before you're putting in the screws on the other one.
Yeah, for sure. So, oh man, that's just slick.
It's just too simple.
I know, you got to think about it, huh?
Like, how do you ask a question about something that easy?
Chris, look at this, and I want to avoid getting out of the way, but if you're slightly off, because we have all these cues on here to get you center of tile, okay?
Sure, yeah.
But let's just say you're off. You're typically going to be off in this direction, okay? So when you do this, when John took that and loosened them, all you got to do is just use your thumbs, move it that little bit, lock it. You don't have to worry about that screw. If you've ever seen when that screw goes into that grid, right, making a micro movement like that, that screw might not grab the next time.
I like that. That's nice.
So yeah, and if you there are 2 screws in here, 2 holes, and those are for hard lid applications, things like that, where you would put the screws in.
Right
but
here?
if you line these screws up with the slot on the T-bar that shows you where center of that section is,
Right here?
then this will be in the center of the tile.
So that's essentially like,
Just offset.
Okay.
yeah, there we go.
Chris is
setting
a
that
fitter.
up.
He doesn't need the
You're setting
tool,
that up.
John.
Yeah, get these meat hooks on it.
Yeah.
You're just straight like that.
Yep.
That's not lined up on that side, but
Well, I don't have the slot, but
yeah.
the point is that you would just
You're
line
there.
it up and then clamp this down and you're done and you're at center of tile. And now this bracket has been on here a little bit, but there are marks on here that show you where center is. So you're good to go. But if you want to be at 6 inches or you want to be at
don't.
wherever you might want it.
Yeah.
But since flexible drops have come out and swing joints have kind of gone away, center of tile is the standard now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before, center of tile was a luxury.
Back in the glory days,
Right.
it used to be, here's your price for center tile, here's your price for straight
Well, you had
in.
to put swing joints, you had extra potential leaks, you had all kinds of extra fittings and stuff. Since flexible drops over the last 7 years or so, since they've become so popular, center of tile really is the standard now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool.
So
Okay.
this is so if you're going to have a combination from us from the Flex Head product line, the real lead product is do a 206S with the slide lock coupling. It's from the box to the branch line. You take this out of the box, you put it on the branch line, tighten up 2 bolts. You can
You're done.
if you have a pre-installed head, you can pressure test against it.
What I like about flex drops over obviously what say a lot of the fitters like to hard pipe stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They say, and I mean, full disclosure, what a lot of fitters say in the industry is that this has taken the skill away. My argument to them is if turning pipe to the right is what you consider the skilled part of our trade, you're not looking at it right. right? This is not the skill trade. The faster you can get sprinkler installed, the more applications it's going to be put into, because the cost drives everything, right?
Right.
If you can do, if you're doing 10, 15 drops in a day versus 30 or 40 drops in a day, I'm going to put more sprinkler into more buildings.
It's a force multiplier is what it is. It's
100%.
really a way to help out. And just for that question, Chris, let me just explain. The inspiration for when I came up with the idea for a captured coupling, it was really for that fitter that was threading in, because that 1 inch was the last area that we as an industry were still hand wrenching.
Yeah.
What does that do? That repetitive motion here, more importantly, it's your shoulders, because when you're installing, you're up here installing that. We take that all away when you use something like this.
That's right.
So it really is meant to be an advantage for all of the installers out there, whether you're union or not. Absolutely.
But like everything in sprinkler, I mean, the most famous phrase in fire protection is that's the way we've always done it, right?
Yes, that's the way we always done it.
Right? Why would we change, right?
Yep.
And my famous, I say it 1,000 times on every episode, you either evolve with this industry or this industry is going to evolve without you.
Well,
right?
We're really blessed. This capture coupling, Chris, is really becoming the industry standard.
Yeah.
That's what people are doing, and that's why it's very important. With ASC, we integrate. We make the OLED. We make the welder. We make the products that get connected to it, right? So it's really, we understand that whole ecosystem when you're talking about fire protection.
Absolutely.
So another interesting thing here that John has set up for this display is, you notice that, what do we have right there?
Yeah, zip tie on.
Yeah. So we all have to put this warning on here. This is that do not relocate warning, right?
Yep.
Awesome requirement that we put in there. This is if you don't need this. But if you're concerned on a job site that somebody might be messing with your flexes, trying to move
electricians,
them,
go on.
I won't. I'm not going to name names. But you did. That's okay.
Yep.
And we love electricians.
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
In fact, they give us the zip ties. That's where we get the zip ties from. And so you can choose whatever color zip tie, and now on every single one of those, if you come back and that zip tie is missing, guess what?
Or
it's essentially a tamper seal.
Yeah. Or if it's a different color.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody
So you use orange or you use
that'd be great.
a green striped one or something.
Yep.
Comes back. Most electricians use them white or black. So if you see a white or black one on there, you know that somebody else messed with it.
Yeah.
I know for you in Canada, I'm sure you prefer red.
I'm going red.
We get elbows up and we get red. All right.
Don't get into that. Oh man, that
all right. Well, where's some Tim Hortons now?
Yeah, that's right. Double.
Chris, I want to just spend a second on a really important industry. I talked about how it really takes the whole industry, NFPA, UL, FM, manufacturers, contractors coming together to help innovate in this industry, right? This is a really interesting product here. Do you notice that there's 2 different flags on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I noticed the 2 flags, but I was like, this one's yellow too.
And one of these is Viking.
Yeah, the Viking.
This is a no-calc wet sprinkler. This is actually a sprinkler here.
Yeah.
And so this is something that we've done with Viking, because as you know, at ASC we don't make sprinklers.
That's right. Yep.
We have a real strong relationship with Viking, and so this is the flex. This is flex head.
Yep.
Or the flex head brackets, but this is a VK97X sprinkler. So they've got different versions of it.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking for a pre-calced flexible
100%.
Sprinkler, this is the one to look at.
And the benefits of a zero calc flex like this is obviously going to be tenant fit out. You have uprights in an installation.
Absolutely.
You got to go to a drop in the ceiling 2 feet below.
Absolutely. Because this gives you the flow of what that Schedule 40 was supposed to. You don't even have to worry about that.
That's
because right now your designer is calculating this as if this is a
That's
K56, it's a K56 up here,
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
So you get the benefits of these brackets with, look at a Viking sprinkler, pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool combination right there.
Those are really cool. This is probably in my opinion, one of the most impactful changes to the industry in probably the past 10 years.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. It's really nice to see that there's multiple manufacturers out there, and we are honored to be part of this and to be working like this. And this is really, John was working on this for a while, even before I joined ASC. So all kudos to John and the team that our engineers that were working on this internally.
I'll say one thing about the zero calc flex drop. I feel like just from a code standpoint, I feel like there should be an additional placard located at the sprinkler riser where these are located. Because if I'm going to do a tenant fit out and I walk into a building and I see flex drops up, I'm going to think I can do flex drops everywhere here. But without identifying it's a zero calc flex, I could throw in something that's got a 32 equivalent feet flex in and essentially cause the sprinkler to fail. But at the risers. Right?
Oh, at the riser.
Riser.
I think the thing is that when you see this hose, you're generally not going to see it in new installation just because it does cost more than what a standard one would be. So you're generally going to see it in a retrofit or a addition or some kind of a remodel type situation more than you will in a brand new installation.
Yeah. And Chris, I think with new technologies, what I love about what you're saying, and we really appreciate the feedback that comes for this, and I know NFPA, UL, and FM appreciate that as well. We do the best, as John says, to highlight that there's a sprinkler.
Yeah.
This is listed as a sprinkler, so there's all identification on this, shows that it is a sprinkler. But this is one of those things, as you get new technology, there are some things that maybe we can be adding as we go, right? It's a continuous process of improvement, and we love that kind of discussion.
Yeah, this will have a SIN number on it just like a regular sprinkler head would.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
And so, what's
this little cute guy?
This is a little cute. This is cute. This is kind of, I don't know. There's applications where you would want to use this. This is a 3/4. So if you have a fire pump or something like that, and you're not concerned about hydraulics, this is a very cost-effective solution. You still get the benefit of the flex head brackets with it. And so this is something that we really like to have because we want to make sure that we have the complete line for whatever
you're not selling the Ferrari. You're also selling not the Civic, but you know what I mean?
I used to call it the Yugo. But it is the cost-effective. It's not it doesn't have the same
2-inch
friction
bend
losses. It doesn't have the same bend radiuses. Doesn't have all that. So it's a little bit restricted on what you can do with it. But it, like Tom says, it is just something to complete the line.
100%.
It's all about freedom of choice.
That's right.
It's about freedom of choice. So with some of these other things, John, I think one of the most important and impactful products that we've had in the last couple years, besides what we just talked about, is what we call the DPS. This stands for Dry Pendant Sprinkler Bracket. Okay? This is the simplest bracket for dry sprinklers on the industry that we have today. Okay?
Okay, show me what we're looking at.
All right, so with the DPS hose, what it's done is designed to be used with dry pendant heads, going into coolers, freezers, that kind of an application. All right, so an insulated metal panel, we'll call it. And the advantage is that with our version, it comes in a 1 inch, 1.25 inch, and 1.5 inch, so we can go all the way up to ESFR dry heads. But the idea is that you can use anybody's dry pendant head. You're not locked into one person. But the big thing is that if you think about installing a dry pendant head, you're going to go up on top of that cooler with wrenches and fittings and safety belts and you name it, right?
Right, yeah. Safety.
So, So with this, you pitch the pipe, assuming, but the idea is that if you did that on a normal dry pendant head, you'd have to order a bunch of different sizes.
That's right,
With this, you pitch the pipe, you buy all 18-inch dry pendant heads, you buy all 36-inch flexible drops, and instead of having to wait for the cooler to come in to install them, you just drive down in a lift and install them. Test it, then when the cooler comes in, all you take up is a 2.5-inch hole saw
Yep.
and a driver for the screws right here.
Yeah.
And you basically drill a hole and you mount this into the cooler and you're done.
So this is for dry sprinklers off of wet systems. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And dry. We're listed for dry systems as well.
Is it?
But
So this would have to be.
Yes, you'd have to take that
come
off.
out of
Yes.
the top
Yeah.
and do a
Yes.
return bed.
Yep.
So this bracket is our DPS bracket. It comes with the seal
Yep.
already. So this would go around the barrel of the dry pennant head.
Yep.
And then it goes into here. And then when you put it over, you've got the seal around it. And then all you do is put 4 Tech screws
Yeah.
and it's installed. You don't have to insulate anything. You don't have to do anything.
So now, I would have to go after the fact to fill the sprinkler
No,
with
don't have to
with
fill anything.
insulation to cause it to fail.
No.
Because that's the biggest issue, right?
You eliminate having. Remember,
You
eliminate,
eliminate the spring foam,
Well,
right?
the thing
Yes.
is when if you hard pipe a dry pennant head into a cooler,
Yeah.
and people are walking on top of that cooler, we'll just consider this as a dry pennant head.
Yeah, yeah.
But the cooler flexes, but the dry pennant doesn't. So that's when that seal gets broken.
That's
That's,
right, yeah,
when
yeah.
you get the condensation. That's when you get the activation.
Yep.
With this, you're actually mounting the dry pennant head to
It's
the
got
cooler.
movement, yeah.
So as the cooler moves, so does this.
Does this have any benefits in seismic application?
Well, our flexible drop
yeah,
does.
that's fair, yeah.
And it is, I consider
are
sometimes,
seismically
depending on
qualified.
who's walking next to these sprinklers, Chris, I consider that a seismic situation
event,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
But yeah, all of our flex head, all of our one-piece hoses we do have a 29-page report of its seismic testing and its passing.
I'll read that when I get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look
But
at
John-
it. It's a lot. It's like a paragraph, a formula of paragraphs, right? That are a paragraph long.
Yep.
I just give it to somebody that knows what they're reading.
That's right. Yeah. Not me.
And Chris, I think another thing that John and our engineers, and this is, there's a lot of work that goes on with our engineers at our R&D center in North Kingstown, just south of Providence. Okay, We've got a great, I say, the world's best R&D center for flex drops.
Yep.
We develop all these different options, and with this product, we are listed for the highest K factor out of anybody for these types of applications.
That's
okay,
awesome.
and that really matters because what we're doing is seeing higher and higher K factors, right, with the fire challenges that we have out there.
Yep. So, okay, once we get a little bit of space here, we can continue talking about these. But, so how many different variables of brackets and flexes do you guys have right now?
We don't want to go
Oh,
there.
that's a bad question, eh?
No, we can go there, and I can answer that. I can
Can
answer
you?
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Putting them on the spot.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah. We have, Chris, I can answer that. We have any combination of hose and bracket that you need for any application out there, we have.
Okay.
And one of the most important things, again, around this to make it a little bit more simple
Nice to see you.
is really the vast majority of what you're going to be installing is going to be into T-grids.
Right.
So for that, 206S with the slide lock and the 120 bracket. For the rest of those applications, what I want to make sure you know and everybody knows, that's why we have John. John knows exactly what you need to do. Right, John?
That's what John's for.
That's what John does.
Yeah.
I have
Awesome.
suggestions.
We got more brackets over
Okay.
here.
Well-
brackets on brackets on
Well,
brackets on
this
brackets.
this bracket is basically just the 120 showed in a hard lid application.
Sure.
So if you're going in between studs, basically all of our brackets are listed for hard lids, so that's not a problem.
And you've got the you got the elbow here.
And
as
I got
well.
an elbow in this one going through, and I got the longer one in here because we got 6-inch studs,
Sure, yeah.
trying to get down to the bottom for a recessed head.
Yep.
But we do make them shorter. Like this is a 4-inch. I even have them down to 1.5 inches.
Changes in the hydraulics based off.
No,
of
hydraulic stays the same,
that? Okay.
but the determination, or the factor that's going to determine the length you need, is how much space you have above
Sure.
the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
So sometimes,
Flex literature?
like I actually have a
There you
hose
go, sir.
that I can
Thanks
get a
for stopping
concealed
by, by the
head
way.
with a hose in a 6-inch gap.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
we have a lot of different options.
Yeah.
The one thing that we have is that we will read a lot of specs. We see a lot of situations where there isn't really anything that physically works.
Sure.
But because we have so many different versions of hoses and so many listings of different products, we have similar applications or applications where are almost identical and that authorities will look at.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Cut.
Yeah. So, but we generally are, we try to work. We see a lot of specs that there just isn't anything available.
Right. Yeah.
Dry pennant heads and ducts, things like that. But yet they put in the specs that you're supposed to use flexible drops.
Yep.
Well, we have versions that are similar or that can work with ducts, and authorities will generally sign off on them. But it's because they use the actual listing for it is very similar to what they're doing.
Yeah. Sure. Awesome, guys. Tons of information on flex drops.
Thank
Tom,
you,
always
Chris.
a pleasure.
Chris, thank you for stopping by.
John, thanks for coming
Thank
on
you.
and talking, man. Appreciate it. I'm here with Amanda from ASC.
From ASC.
We're going to talk a little bit. How's the event going for you? Wait, before we get started with that, tell me a little bit about who you are, your involvement with ASC, and your history of the industry.
So Amanda Communell, born into the industry, been in the sprinkler business since I can remember.
Yep.
First started putting hangers together when I was probably 5 years old.
Yep.
And probably had every job in the industry that you can have. I'm now the head of marketing at ASC.
Yep.
And been at ASC for about 2.5 years, and really excited to be at AFSA this week. It's a great event.
Yep. Very busy.
Very busy.
Like I have been recording podcasts since the thing opened like an hour ago. This is really just now is my first time kind of looking out, and it is packed in.
I mean, I have to say, like, compared to last year, I just feel like the mood and the energy is a lot bigger right now.
It's probably because I wasn't there last year.
I mean, we didn't get to talk last year, so that was probably it. That was the whole reason why.
I get it. Yeah. It really dumbs things down when I'm not there. I get it. That's cool.
And
Awesome.
we liven it up a little bit.
That's right. We like to think so anyways. Your involvement in marketing with ASC, and I've seen a lot of, say, changes with the way marketing is in fire protection now. How are you seeing the changes in as far as fire protection is concerned?
Yeah, so I mean, it's all about what does the contractor need and how can we service the contractor and make things as easy and simple to understand. So what you'll see here with our flex head, we're the OG branded flex head, and we're coming out with the 1, 2, 3 strategy. Like,
that's right. Yep.
A simple strategy to know what bracket you need, what hose you need, what length, and make it really simple. Don't require extra tools and things like that.
Yep.
And we're really here to tease a new product that will come sometime after now, which is a new coupling in the market, which is the first tactile and inspectable coupling that there is. And leading it up with our seismic solution from the physical product and the software. And at ASC, we're really looking at what's new, what's the innovation in the market. And so we're teasing a product here today. We're talking about a product we launched last year. And then we're going to launch a new piece of software on the seismic side really soon, too.
Awesome. So I'm going to be talking with a couple other people about the other products that you talked about now. But how do you feel that this event has grown year to year at AFSA?
I think every year AFSA, to me, feels like it's getting bigger or more impactful. Like us as vendors, we're bringing more, we're listening to the contractors. The educational sessions are amazing this week. The feedback of people that have been in the rooms saying, I learned this, I can take this back. It's really that education side that comes with it. And then at night, everybody getting together and seeing each other and talking about, you did that job, I did this job.
Yeah, the stories
you
have been
took that
fantastic.
job from me 15 years ago.
And everybody, competitors here, but much like me and the dope and tape guys, we call ourselves co-competitors. So we're we obviously are trying to be the best out there in this industry. Sorry, I smoke you guys every time, but it's everybody's here, and the camaraderie is awesome. Right?
I think that's about our industry. Like, the sprinkler industry, it's a smaller industry, but everybody has known each other or known of each other, and we're here to help. Like, everyone, we're competitors, but at the end of the day, we want to serve the industry the best that we can.
100%.
We want to have fire life safety be top of mind for everyone. So I'm excited to see the apprenticeship competition come up, and what these what they can do is amazing. Like what I could do at their age, like I feel like it's just another step up. And I think
I
that's
like
where
to
the
think
industry
I
is
could
going.
still run them into
You
the
can-
ground.
yeah, you
here.
got it, you got
I
it.
still got it. Awesome, Amanda. Thanks for thanks for supporting the Fire Sprinkler podcast. I really appreciate it, and thanks for coming on.
It was awesome talking to you, Chris.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm here with John. John, we're
Thank-
going to talk about seismic bracing.
Excellent. Thanks for having me
Hey,
here.
man, thanks for
Thank-
coming on. This is
great.
awesome. Cool.
So I'm really happy. I'm the seismic geek here at ASC.
Yep.
I was a sprinkler designer for 35 years. That's how I got my teeth in the industry.
Yep.
And about 4 years ago, I came over here, and I'm really proud to be representing this product. We have some great stuff. I used to use stuff from all the other manufacturers. I've been around the block. I'm really happy. I know we got the best stuff out there. I'm going to show you why.
Yeah. So I'm going to move around a little bit just
all
so
right.
that you're still in frame and stuff, but just keep going. Keep
All right,
talking.
so- So we got a full line, everything that does both longitudinal or universal and lateral. And you guys have probably seen some of this stuff, but some of the cool things we've come out with in the last, I'll say, couple of years is one is we make a steel adapter here. This is for putting onto a steel beam, and it goes on any beam it will fit. So this one product works on anything from 1/8" steel all the way up to 3/4 foot fits.
Oh, shit.
And this is a great product by itself. But we realized that whenever you buy one of these, you always have to buy one of these. And I think we put 6 of these in a box, and we put 8 of these in a box. You ever go to a hot dog and a weenie
I
roast?
was just about to say, like a hot dog and a hot dog bun.
So we had the bright idea. Why don't we do this? You got to put them together anyways. Why don't we sell it for you like this? And we sell this thing. And here at ASC, we're all about the Apex Predator. So this is our Bear Claw. Bear is one of those Apex Predators, our Bear Claw. And it comes out of the box like this, which is really nice and easy to install. The other thing is cool about it, it goes on the beam, ready to go. This installs pretty quick, but it also has the highest industry rating in the industry. This has a load rating of 1885, whereas everything else is around 1600, 1500. So higher loads means fewer braces to install.
That's right,
That's really cool, the Bear Claw. And then we follow that up with the Bear Trap. And I call it the Bear Trap.
Yeah.
That's why. What's cool about this is, unlike our AF035, we're going to slide the pipe through. This one, you put the pipe in, and you go like this, and you go like this, and we're done. This works with, you buy the 3-inch size, and it works with 1 or 1 1/4 right out of the box.
With the same bracket.
Same bracket. Okay. You can move this pin and make the job bigger, and then it goes to 1.5" and 2. So you buy one size here, and it works with 4 sizes here. That's unique in the industry.
Yeah,
it also has a load rating of 1,885 pounds. That's an industry leader as well. So this is the kind of the mechanical and technical advantages that we offer that really is industry leading.
How long has this been available for?
About 1.5 years, maybe 2 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I will say, where I'm from in Canada, we don't do a whole lot of seismic, but we do. We do seismic on certain applications.
Yeah.
The other thing you guys have, you have the line bracing and things like that as well. Surge restraints.
Yeah.
Show me a little bit more about that.
So these, I like to show these all. These are our revolvers, and you guys see why it's called a revolver. But what's nice about them is we have one hole here if you want to follow the NFPA fastener.
Yep.
But everyone who likes another kind of product that screws in all by itself with a tech screw, you can go.
Yep.
But that product, if you, especially the sideways one, sometimes it's not always pointing upside down. This one, it uses the same tech screw. We have approvals for like 1 tech screw for 2-inch pipe.
Yep.
You put it on, use the same impact gun, the same new drill, everything else, and now you got this. And this is always perfectly right up and down.
Sure.
We got the revolver swivel kind, and we got the revolver side beam bracket kind.
Sure.
So these are just a different hanger option, hanger solution. You can use it for line restraint in an assembly like this.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
I like that on a line restraint.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yep. And then this is our AF035 bracket. This strap, it's not crushing around the pipe. You know, we have our 001 product here. This is the one that kind of goes in. This is what people have seen in the industry forever. They're really an economical type fitting, easy to use. But the problem is they'll crush the pipe, especially if you tighten this down too much. when the industry started doing calcs and testing, we realized that this kind of design isn't great.
Yep.
So going to a strap kind of design solves that problem.
Yep.
This is not meant to be tight around this pipe. What this thing does is keep this main from moving this way. It might move a little bit this way or that way. It's not real tight around
Sure,
here.
yeah.
It keeps this from moving.
It won't keep you from flipping your table, though.
No, I don't want it to flip the table over. But you mentioned flipping over. So this thing has a load rating of 1885.
Yep.
To get that, we'd have to have a 2.2 safety factor. So it's tested over 4,000 pounds before it starts to give.
Yeah.
Before it goes. So there's a lot more to this stuff than you realize.
100%. So I have noticed, I like to pick on people when I go to these booths. I have noticed these improperly installed. In regards to the snap away bolts are not tightened fully on, I have to call them out. That's all I got to do.
These have to, so we have breakaway bolts.
That's right. Yep.
We have breakaway nuts. I had one customer say,
oh, I actually didn't notice that.
That's a breakaway nut.
Nice. Okay.
This product, breakaway bolts. Now this doesn't need to be torqued anything. Just it's tight plus quarter turn. So this doesn't need to be torqued anymore.
Because it's just right here.
Because it's in shear.
Yep.
So this has a leaf spring you got to flatten out.
Yep.
Anything with these flat heads, you tighten those so they bottom out. Almost everything we have has a visual indicator.
Sure.
This is what it looks like when this has breakaway nuts.
Yep.
So those have been broken away. So this is properly installed, not properly. We have them loose so we can take it apart and show people.
I was only calling you out because I noticed it. I won't say I'm not a seismic guy, but I'll call that.
You were spot on, and you can twist them off with anything you want.
Yep.
You can twist them off with a channel lock,
Really?
a socket,
Okay, yeah.
a ratchet,
Yep.
an impact gun. You cannot twist them off with a ball peen hammer. You can't just bust them off.
Noted. Yeah.
You got to twist them. You have to twist them. That's
If
the only.
you can twist them off with your hands,
If you can twist, good. Good
Good.
for you. As long as
send
you
me a
twist it off.
video. That's wild.
So that's our components in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that really complements this is all this stuff is very mathematically driven through seismic calculation.
A lot of seismic calculations.
We have seismic calculation software. We've had it for years now, and it is really some of the best stuff in the industry.
Yep.
Oh,
You could take a nap on
thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You made it.
Yeah.
That's how you know you made it.
Talking about the seismic calculations
You
here.
guys are in the podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Happens in every one. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. ASC connected.
Wait a second. I'm going to give them a couple drink coupons. Here's some drink coupons, guys. So this is actually showing off our I'll say new and improved site. We have seismic software.
Yep.
I train and teach it. I'm a free dedicated resource. I go anywhere and train and teach this to anyone who wants to learn seismic.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
It's in the math. It's for designers, really.
Yeah. So this is a free software. I register and I can get this?
Absolutely. You don't even get it. It's online.
Sure, yeah.
So we're leaning into that thing called the interweb. We think it's pretty cool. It's here to stay. We're
Still in the air about it.
Yeah, we think we're really buying into it. We think it's going to take off. So we have some software, and I teach I'll say the legacy version right now, and it is already the leader in the industry. It really, really stands out. I have like a 95% rate when I co and teach designers. It's wow, I never knew that.
Yep.
We've taken that only so far. So we are actually rewriting our software in a different language so that we can first replace just evenly what we have and make it as familiar as we can. And then we are going to go the next step beyond that. We got some more great ideas coming with
Awesome.
it as well.
So this is web-based.
This is web-based. A great training class takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Again, training is free. Training is by me. It is via Teams or in person. I bring Jersey mics if you guys are there. But it's really focused for designers.
Is this training available online as well? Will you do it online?
I can do it through Teams.
Yep.
Teams is not as interactive. You and I are right here, but yeah, I can do it through Teams as well. Usually smaller groups though is usually better, but for Teams especially, that way you still make sure people interact with you.
Cool.
But this is just some of the stuff on it. If any of the users watch this and they've seen our software and used our software before, this is a little insight to what is going to be coming out here.
What's the website that they can go to find this information?
It is much like it's www.asc-es.com.
Yep.
And don't tell my CEO, but I like to remind people it's A like AFCON, S like seismic, C like components,
That's right.
and then a dash, E like engineered, S like solutions.com.
Awesome. John,
All right.
thanks for coming on the
Hey,
podcast talking about
nice-
seismic.
All right.
I appreciate it. I will be taking the seismic training class from you soon.
All right.
Look
cool.
forward to it. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.